Ready for a no meat, no egg, no dairy, fast, low cost, little energy to make, great tasting meal? Then let's make one. Hello, I'm doing my lunch today, and you know, a lot of times I like to add little stuff in here. I don't script any of this stuff. I'm just making my lunch how I normally would make it. So I pulled the stuff out. This is kind of what I call vegan leftovers, basically, or you know, made prior. Nothing here was made today. So I'm just going to go through this. And so instead of having bread with this, because I like bread with my lunch. You've seen, if you've watched some of my videos, I always have some French toast or something, French bread toast with it to go with it. But I really like some varieties all the time. So I had made a pizza a couple weeks back, but you see, there was like 4 slices left because I only ate half the pizza, so it's 4 and 4. It's about a 12-inch pizza that I made. And this was vegan sausage, was really, really good. I mean, this pizza was great. But you can see it's completely vacuum formed, it's in perfect shape. So I'm going to use this as a substitute to bread today for my lunch. Probably could just eat the 2 slices of pizza, but they're thin and small. They're about I don't know, 1/4 of an inch thick. It was really thin crust pizza. I made it with a pizza. You can watch that video. But anyway, so I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put this in the toaster oven while I assemble this stuff, and I'll tell you what this is in a second. But vacuum, just as an FYI, vacuum, they make some great, not expensive vacuum sealers, and they're fantastic for preserving food. These are just perfect shape, excellent. They just look like they just came off the pizza. And I'm just going to put them in the toaster oven and let them go for a minute or two just to get hot, because it's all they really need, while I put this whole thing together. So I'm going to walk over there, put these in. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. And the toaster oven was already warmed up anyway, but it was a little more difficult getting them in there. But just pull the rack out and set them down would have been smarter, but I didn't. So anyway, back to this. I'm just doing, you know, I always use just frozen blanched broccoli. It works the best. It's lowest footprint on the environment. It's fantastic. I just like doing this. It's really the best way to do it. And the broccoli doesn't lose anything being blanched and frozen. So it just works out perfect. Same thing with edamame. It's shelled edamame, frozen, sweet corn, all organic. Everything here is organic. I've got some nice scallions I'm going to put on there. And then I did these yesterday. So both of these are mesquite smoked sweet potato with garlic, granulated garlic on top during the smoking, and then also some powdered cumin on top. And they just smell fantastic. It's a beautiful sweet potato. I've got some lentils I made a couple days ago. I just bagged them up, and I keep using them. They're fantastic. I love the lentils. I love the flavor of lentils. They just have such a great flavor of their own. And then I mesquite smoked some carrots. I do this all the time. I love mesquite smoked carrots, but these also have granulated garlic on them. So they're ready to go. So I'm just going to start dumping this stuff in. So that goes in just like that. That's the broccoli, edamame, and the sweet corn. I'm going to cut up my carrots just on the bias, make some nice little pieces. And they're just, the beauty about doing them on the grill is they come out so well. They just have enough crunch in them so they're great, and they're cooked enough to where your body's able to digest them properly and get all the nutrients out of them. So they're really fantastic. Look at that. Look how beautiful those look. You see that? Ah, man. Just beautiful. Oh, just beautiful. Just starts to smell so good already. I haven't even made a little bit of a dressing for it. The sweet potato, I'm going to hack that up. So I'm just going to cut some slices just like that. Skin and all, the skin is just beautiful on this. And I'm just going to whack these in half, just like that. This is just like a leftover veggie lunch that's just going to be so good. And then I'm just going to put the lentils on top of that in there. Beautiful. Can you see that? Just gorgeous coloring and everything in there. I haven't even got the corn up there. So I'm not going to put that in the scallions just yet because I don't want to cook those. I like those really fresh and crunchy. So I'm just going to put this in the microwave for about a minute, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I got my 2 slices of pizza out. That smells Still so amazing. That was such a great sausage, vegan sausage I put on there. It was just terrific. There's one of my videos has that up on it. This is out nice and warmed up, ready for lunch. I'm just gonna cut up some great scallions on here. Just like that. Oh yes, I love this. This is such a great topping. I love lots of it. So, and this is all, again, this is all about adjusting to what you like, what you want to eat, what you enjoy and how much of it. Let's put that aside. Okay, I'm just going to make a quick little dressing. Now, I want to be sure I'm clear all the time on this. I use a lot of this jarred, pre-made stuff because I'm not going to make it. It just takes too much energy to cook this stuff. It's always better to buy it this way. And it's all vegan, so there's no meat, eggs, or dairy used in any of it. This is a yellow curry that I use, and I use a quarter of what it is the serving size. Whatever the serving size is, I use a quarter of it. So basically, I'm putting just a little bit of the curry in here, 1 teaspoon, that's it. And I'm just doing the same thing here. This is Thai sweet ginger. I've used this many, many times. And I put the tiniest amount in here. That's about a half a teaspoon. That's all I use. So what I end up doing is, watering this down because it's too thick and it won't disperse over everything anyway. So I water it down, stir it up really good. So where it's like you can see it's got a nice consistency. It's thick enough. There's still some chunks of stuff in here from the sauces, the ginger and stuff that's in here. So you get this stirred up well, but it's still very thick. But now I can just pour this over the whole meal, and it's all I get is the flavor. I don't want to eat the sauce, okay, as an ingredient in the meal itself. I want the flavor of that to come in with all the other flavors. I don't want to kill off the flavor of the smoked sweet potatoes and the smoked carrots and the lentils and the broccoli and the corn. I don't want to kill that off. I want to taste those. I love tasting the vegetables all separate, but I also like a little flavor on top of it from time to time. So this works out really well. And also from time to time, I'll take a little bit of added granulated garlic right on top. I love that. That's just one of my favorite things. You don't have to do it. And if you like some black pepper on top, whatever. If I'm using the sauces, I usually don't use any added salt or pepper. It just doesn't make any sense. So anyway, that's my lunch. I'm FOODMAKER V, and remember, the best investment you can ever make is an investment in your health. I'll see you next time.